truth, dare, spin, bottles. You know how to ball, I know Aristotle. This album. If anyone is interested in me reacting to the entire album, I posted that on my second channel, which is SOPH Does Vlogs. But hi, hello, I'm feeling a bit nervous for this video actually, because I've not actually properly sat down and done a wedding day makeup trial, so this is it. But I'm hoping that this video can also help some people out if you are maybe planning to do your own makeup, or if you're just going to a wedding, because I mean, all kind of bridal, bridesmaid, wedding guest makeup is kind of similar. Well, I mean, if you want to go like full glam, I'm going to be doing a full glam bridal makeup look. Or actually, soft glam, but obviously you can take out any steps that you don't feel comfortable doing. I'm just gonna practice how I'm gonna do my makeup because I'm getting married this summer. Let's give it my best shot. Okay, cool, I've got my Victorian headband on. Every time I wear a headband like this, I just feel like I'm from the Victorian era. How do people wear these and look cute? Either way, I thought it was kind of bridal and I thought it would just get my hair out of my face, so the first thing I'm going to do is some skin prep, because on the day I want my skin to be hydrated. I probably will end up doing like a face mask, like a sheet mask, the morning of, if I remember and if I'm not too chaotically stressed and late. I've genuinely had about 10 stress dreams about being late for my own wedding. So personally, I'm gonna go for a hydrating mist and then something that I know doesn't like bunch up and peel underneath my makeup. So I would say definitely do some trial and error. Use skincare that you know sits nicely under makeup, and definitely test that out beforehand, because certain moisturizers, certain SPFs, certain serums or whatever can affect how your makeup looks. So just do a little practice run, like a good few practice runs, I'd say. I'm gonna use this, well, I'm using it right now. This mist, which is the BioHill Panthenol Seeker Barrier Cream Mist, but it's a very hydrating mist. This is a Korean skincare brand. Absolutely love this stuff. And this is another Korean skincare product, the CosRx Snail Mucin Serum stuff, which is really weird, but it's so hydrating, and I know, oh my god, that's gone in my eye. I know that this sits nicely under makeup. Bring that down my neck. Also, unnecessary step, but I'm gonna use my little massagey thing just to depuff a little bit. Also, oh my god, I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys. A few weeks back, actually it was probably a couple months ago now, I had seen that this girl that I follow on Instagram, it was, you know Sophie Habu from Made in Chelsea, her sister Georgia Habu got married I think last year, and she had this procedure done called HIFU, which is like this laser thing that's supposed to tighten up your skin, and it sort of like penetrates. It's like a non-invasive procedure, but they use this like zappy machine laser thing, and it's supposed to like make everything like contract over time, and it's supposed to sort of like help with making your jawline more snatched, helping reduce like a double chin. And I thought, yeah, I want that for my wedding day. And so I went and had that done a couple months ago. It cost me £390 and it's been 2 months now. Not gonna lie, don't think it made a single difference. I've always been a bit self-conscious about like how round my face is and how like I have a bit of this chin here which doesn't really go away. Like no matter the skinniest I've been in my life, it's been there. When I've put on a bit of weight, it's been there. And I just thought like it would make me feel a bit more confident in my wedding pictures. But yeah, didn't bloody work. So that was a waste of money. By the way, that's not to say that it can't work for other people. Like it really looks like it works for some people. I guess it just depends on like your individual skin makeup. Like I don't know what I'm saying. And I've seen some people had great results from it, but I didn't. So okay, so now I'm just using this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer SPF 50 stuff, and that's made me super glowy. And you could absolutely stop there, but because I have got pretty oily skin and I want my makeup to try and last as much as I possibly can, I'm gonna take this, which is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. By the way, I will definitely be doing a fully drugstore wedding makeup at some point, but just for the first one that I posted, I wanted it to be like how I'm potentially gonna be doing my makeup on the day. But this is my favorite primer because it's that sticky kind of texture. It's sticky, but it's also hydrating, so I feel like it's a good base. Actually, before I go any further, I am going to do my eyes first, which I never normally do, but I would recommend on your wedding day, if you're using eyeshadows that might potentially have any like fallout, basically to avoid any eyeshadow ruining your makeup base, I would recommend doing your eyes first. Oh my god, I've just noticed that my that's not supposed to be in the background. I was just gluing this palette back together, which is my Revolution Super Spice palette, because this bit had like ripped off and I was just gluing it and like leaving it to dry open. It was not supposed to be in the background there. Oops. For my eyeshadow base, I'm using this one from Beauty Bay, which is base 3. You can obviously use a different type of eye primer. For me, I like one that's got a bit of coverage because my eyelids are pretty veiny. So, and you know what? I'm just gonna blend that in with my sponge. This is a sponge from the recently renamed Chloe Mana, which was formerly Coco Cosmetics by Chloe. Best makeup sponges ever. Okay, wait, I think I need a bit more. By the way, if anybody is getting married that's watching this video, first of all, congratulations. That's really exciting. Let me know, are you getting your makeup done? Are you just watching this for fun? Or are you gonna do your own makeup? Should I have done my eyebrows first and then like carve around them? You know what? No, I can probably fix that later. I'm gonna put up on the screen my kind of ideas and inspiration that I've taken from Pinterest. I want to do something that's like a smoky brown wing, and I want there to be some sparkle in there. I don't want it to be too heavy on the eyes, but I want it to look like pretty and sort of, I don't know, bridal. You want to make sure that before you start any eyeshadow, you have blended out any creases. I'm gonna start with this Charlotte Tilbury palette, which is the Super Nudes Easy Eye Palette, which is this mini one. And I'm gonna take the lightest shade because you know what? I have got so much makeup and a lot of my kind of like nicer products, I always thought, oh, I'll save them for my wedding day. Now that day is actually approaching. I'm like, well, I better actually use them. But I am such a firm believer that you do not have to have crazy expensive products. I'm just using these because these are kind of like luxury ones that I do have, and I know that they do work beautifully. So I'm just putting some of that lighter brown shade on the outer sort of V of my eyelid and just gently blending that in circles. Also, because you're doing your eyes first, you can make a really nice crisp line, so don't worry too much about being super neat. I'm just gonna wing that out a little bit. I just want to make sure it's really nice and blended. You could even use just like a bronzer for this step. Can I zoom in even more? I'm also kind of loosely following the time where I followed Makeup by Ariel's, was it the Oscars makeup look? I'm kind of loosely following that because I remember that turned out really well. So I'm literally just gonna keep blending that up and out. You know what? I am actually going to take a bit of bronzer. This is the Laura Mercier bronzer, Matte Radiance Baked Powder Bronzer in 01. And I'm going to bring this sort of into the hollows of my, I don't know, what is this part? The hollow of your eye? Like the hollow of your inner corner of your eye? Just here, because again, I remember I did that before. And then blend that back into that light brown colour. I did this before, and it just made everything look super snatched, but don't go too dark, otherwise it will look a little bit weird. It just kind of helps to emphasize the nose contour, I think, and like define your eye shape. So at what point do I go in with the liner? This is what I'm wondering. Maybe I do it now and then sort of blend backwards. I'm gonna take a brown liquid liner. This is the KVD Tattoo Liner, waterproof liquid liner in Mad Max Brown. I have not actually used the brown one before, so we'll see how this goes. And I am gonna add more to the eyes, but I wanna get the eyeliner on first. So I'm gonna do a very, very thin line. I just feel like brown is a little bit softer than doing a full black liner, and I don't want to do too crazy of a wing. Okay, that'll do. You could easily use a liner pencil for this. I would recommend the Sephora ones, like the Sephora, hang on, I've got one. I was debating using these, and you know what, on the day I might switch things up, but these are the matte brown and matte black retractable waterproof 12-hour Sephora liners. I might use one of those in a minute, but what I'm gonna do for now is take the dark brown from this palette, or just any dark brown eyeshadow, I guess, and I'm gonna go over this and just smoke it out, because that's gonna make it look so much softer. And then I'm gonna take the middle medium brown shade, just on like a little pencil brush, and I'm also going to go over the top of that to just blend it and I guess like smoke it out even more. So we've got more of a gradient going on. You know what? I think I need an even darker brown than that. I'm going to take brownies from my Revolution Super Spice palette just because I know that this is a dark brown that does not let me down. That rhymed. Okay, now I think that's a bit too heavy. What I'm going to do is just go back in with a little clean brush and just buff it out. Do you see how the side that's smoked out just looks a lot more, I don't know, I guess it looks more professional. So now I recreate that on the other eye. The next time I do a trial, I think I'm gonna try this, but with a pencil liner instead of the liquid, because I think a pencil might be easier to like blend with the eyeshadows. Then I'm also just gonna take a little bit of that medium brown and I'm just gonna add that to the very outer corner. Just here. Am I gonna regret that? Maybe. Blend it out with one of the lighter shades. You know what? Already looking at this, I feel like I want to do a softer wing. So I think I will use pencil next time because this still looks a little bit too dark for me. But it's fine. This is what the Pinterest pictures were kind of looking like actually. So I'm just going to re-blend that eye base. I have so many options of like shimmers that I can use. I can use this little shimmer from the Charlotte Tilbury palette, which is the Exaggerize palette. This one is such a good bridal shade. But then I've also got like my Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector. I've also got this little pigment from Peaches and Cream, which actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use this. Oh no, is that too much? This is the Gatsby pigment from Peaches and Cream. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid, like the first part of my eyelid. You know what, let's try Gatsby on this eye, and then I'm going to try the Charlotte Tilbury on the other eye so that I can kind of see for myself. Let's try this one. Okay, yeah, I think Charlotte Tilbury is more of the vibe that I'm going for, because Gatsby's maybe a little bit too gold. This Charlotte Tilbury shade is a little more neutral. Oh, but then that's also not quite light enough. Oh my god, that is stunning though. It's got these like little micro fine glitters in it. I think I prefer that side, but just to make them even, I will go back in with a bit of Gatsby on this side as well. Oh wow, the combination of those two is gorgeous. Gorgeous! And I'm kind of bringing that up to where I would do like a cut crease, but not quite as intense. Over this side, hang on, let me just dull down some of that Gatsby shade, which is stunning by the way. But let me go over with the Charlotte Tilbury just so they match a bit better. This little C Tilbury palette is just such a good little bridal one. You could easily do a look with these and then just do like a smoky brown liner, which maybe I should have done that in the first place. I love how this is looking. And then I'm going to take this shade on my inner corners, which actually there's probably not much point doing yet because I've not done my base, but okay, yes, I am happy. I'm happy! I'm gonna do my mascara and lashes at the end just because I want to setting spray my face and I don't want my mascara to smudge. Actually, maybe that'll stop my mascara from smudging. I'll do it at the end just because that's what I normally do. Don't want to ruin anything. I think at this point, I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I'm gonna use the Refined Tinted Brow Gel in medium brown. And you know, I want to stick to my faves. Although I like my brows to be fluffy, so I don't want to like dull them down with, oh. Okay, why when I just wiped that was my makeup starting? My base is pilling! Oh my god, that must be the Charlotte Tilbury primer not mixing with the snail mucin, because my snail mucin normally works with everything. Well, this really is a bit of trial and error. I'll do a little bit of that, and then I guess I can come back to it. Then I'm using the NYX brow pen in the shade Ash Brown, which I usually do this over the top of foundation, and it's not working as well just on my bare skin. To be honest, I usually do my eyebrows over the top of my foundation, and I don't think this is sticking as well to just my bare skin, so I might come back to my eyebrows. Let's take the tiniest bit of concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Eraser Concealer in the shade 01, just because it's thin and it blends easily, and I'm taking a tiny bit of that on a brush. It's probably easier to do this before you do your eyeshadow. I will come back to my eyebrows. You know what? Amazingly, I don't seem to have much fallout at all. I've got little tiny bits, but obviously if you've got crazy amounts of fallout on your face, just give it a wipe. I'm now going to go in with a second primer. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, because I have oily skin and this is like the best mattifying primer slash smoothing primer that I've tried. I'm just going to put this in areas like my nose, smile lines, a little bit on my chin, and it just really helps. Like, see how that's mattified me? But oh my god, I will not be using that Charlotte Tilbury SPF on my wedding day. I will have to pick something else because it's definitely pilling a little bit, which is not what I want at all. I'm so glad that this is a trial for that exact reason. Let me put the lid back on this pigment before I inevitably spill it all over the floor. For my wedding day, I have got 3 potential foundations and I've still not quite figured it out yet. The first one is the Lancome Tanty Doll Ultra Wear Foundation, which is kind of like a recent favorite of mine, which I've really been loving. The second one is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, which I know does well and I use this all the time for special occasions. And the third one is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which I've heard so many people say is a brilliant wedding foundation. You know what? This is a trial. I'm going to do one on either side because I've tested that other Lancome one recently. I've got L 4.5 Vienna in NARS and, oh, funnily enough, 4.5 in the Luminous Silk. So let's see, shall we? And I'm going to start with one pump because I don't want to go too crazy too quickly. Actually, let's do like another, just on another little pump for my forehead. Why did I dot it on like this? Sponge brush, sponge brush, sponge brush. Let's go with brush. I'm using this Sephora Pro Blush brush to blend this in. Just gently stippling. Is my camera too overexposed? Okay, I think that's a bit better. I probably will have to take some of this down my neck and then again on my forehead. I'm just trying to like gently avoid my eyebrows. I've just remembered that what I was going to do is on this side of my face, I've got a couple of spots. I'm just going to put some cream concealer on first. This is the REM Beauty one, but I've heard that the NARS one is really good. So maybe I should invest in the NARS one in case I do break out on a big spot on the day. You know what? That's not looking as glowy as normal. I think I've maybe put too much of the Tarte primer on. So on this side, let's do the Armani, which actually the shades look really similar. And again, just stippling that all in. Oh my god, how are the colours like the exact same? I'm just gonna go in between my eyebrows because I am gonna refill the front of them back in and the tails of them. I think in future I will go sponge just to make sure that it's really nice and glowy. Also just bringing that down my neck. They look the same to me. For my concealer on my blemishes, I'm gonna use this Maybelline one and let me just dot that on. Honestly, if I was not so in love with my Too Faced concealer, I would be using this under my eyes as well. However, I still just can't get over the Too Faced. Although I heard that they have a recent formula, like a new formula, and I've not tried the new formula, so that scares me a little bit. But I'm using the shade Snow, and I'm gonna do a bit more concealer than I normally would. I think maybe it will last longer if I have a little bit more than usual. Bit around my nose, bit down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, bit on my chin. Hopefully this is enough, but I can always go in and add more. Oh wait, let's use this concealer to clean up that wing. And now I'm using my sponge just to blend all of that out. This is so therapeutic, like just sitting here and blending everything. And this looks a little bit crazy at the moment, but I think it will look more normal once I've got some colour back in my face and have some lashes on. For cream bronzer, I think I'm going to use the Nude Sticks Bondi Bell. This is turned into my go-to cream bronzer product. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that because this shade is a nice bronzer, but it's not too warm. I also have Bondi Bay, and Bondi Bay is a little bit more warm, but Bondi Bell is like the perfect bronzer, like bronzy contour kind of colour for me. And I'm going to do both cream and powder products like I usually would because I find that lasts a little bit better. So some on the forehead. I'm actually excited though to do like my second trial now, because once I've got this first one out the way, I think this is really going to help me to kind of learn what I want and what I don't want. I'm also going to contour my nose because I want it to look extra snatched in the pictures. And obviously there's going to be a lot of pictures on the day, so I want this makeup to look good in photos, which can sometimes mean going a little bit more heavy-handed. I've got a few different blush options and I don't know which one to go for. My first actual thought was this, which was in my 2024 favourites of the year, which is the Nude Sticks Peach Pearl blush, because this is a slightly shimmery pink sort of blush. I don't know why it's called Peach Pearl because it's literally just pink. I've been wearing this so often and this screams bridal to me. But then obviously as well, I've got Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm, which I feel like is the OG. I'm just going to put on a little bit of this. And then I might go in with that. Pinkgasm was just calling my name in that moment. And I've been debating, do I put blush on my nose on my wedding day? Like a little bit. Or do I just not? Because, oh my god, wait, I need to blend this. This looks crazy. Because I love putting a little bit of blush here. You know what? I'll probably end up putting a little bit, but not crazy amounts. Okay, so that was like one tiny... I still look insane, don't I? This under eye is like... Whoo. But then my third option is obviously Rare Beauty Happy, which is another one of my favourite blushes in the world. And I would probably mix it with the Transcend highlighter. I'm so torn. I think today I'm going to try this one. And on another day, I might have to retry the Rare Beauty Happy. But this Nude Sticks one is kind of just like a more amped up, intense version of the Charlotte Tilbury. Hang on, I'm going to blend this out. And then, oh my god, for powders, again, I'm going to test two different ones because I know for a fact that Laura Mercier is the absolute goat when it comes to powders. This locks in my makeup, it keeps my oily skin at bay, it looks smooth, it does not flash back in photos. I know that this is reliable, however, I distinctly remember holding on to this Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. This is the one that's like all the different colours. But I remember when I used this saying, oh my god, this is the smoothest powder I've ever used and I might use this on my wedding day. It's literally like blue, green and purple and pink. So I'm going to give it a go. If it looks horrible, I don't have to use it again. But again, this is a trial, so. But of course, blend out those creases first. I'm going to take some on a powder puff. Oh my god, no. No. It looks grey. Wait, does it? Oh my god, that does look really smooth. God damn it. Does this have flashback? I need to investigate. Oh wow, that does look really, really smooth. That does look really nice. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the Laura Mercier. This is like the giant one, but it's just their translucent powder. You know what? I have to take a flash photo. Oh shit. Nearly just spilt it everywhere. Good job. So I'll have to take a flash picture and see which one looks better. Okay, wait. No. Why is my face stinging? Another contender would have been Huda Beauty, but I'm literally allergic to that one, so. And I was holding on to it thinking like, oh, maybe on my wedding day it would be okay, because I would only really react weirdly after wearing it for like 3 or 4 days in a row. So I was like, maybe I just do it for the day, but I think I have other powders I can use. Givenchy, but this one is stinging. Powder. I'm also allergic to this one, which is why it was stinging, but I've just put it all over my face. How crazy though that I was immediately like, my under eyes are stinging. But I'm not gonna panic when I say allergic. Similar to the Huda Beauty one, it's only really like if I use it for like a few days in advance, then I start getting like crazy eczema flare-ups. But I'm hoping that just having it on for the next couple of hours will be okay, but maybe I won't be using that on my wedding day. Shit! Thank you, Laura Mercier, for not making me have a flare-up. You know what? I think even maybe the Laura Mercier side looks brighter anyway. I think I'm gonna try it and get the most of it on with the powder puff so I can really press it in. You look like Taylor Swift. Doing like a mild bit of baking. Let's just go back to my eyebrows quickly. So I'm now going to use my Refy brow gel. You know what I don't like about doing my eyebrows before foundation is that I can now see like shininess underneath, where I guess that's not been set by powder. I feel like my eyebrows perform better when they're covered in foundation first and then I do them. And if my NYX brow pen's not gonna stick as well, then I've learned a valuable lesson from this, because I definitely want to use this product. However, NYX need to make this in waterproof because this isn't. And I mean, I'm not planning on swimming in my makeup on the day. Hopefully not sweating profusely to the point where my eyebrows melt off, but you never know. This shininess is bugging me. Can I fix that with powder? But then I'm also going to use this tiny teeny, it's the Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer. I've got the shade 4. Well, I mean, I guess the powder made the decision for me that I'm using Laura Mercier, I guess. I could use either or, the Kiko bronzer or the Laura Mercier. They're so similar. The Kiko one's maybe a tiny bit lighter though, and I'm thinking, because I'm obviously like, I've got fake tan on right now. Believe it or not, this is me fake tan. This one's a little bit darker, so I'm going to go for the Laura Mercier. And again, I'm going to go a little bit extra just for the pictures. Not going to lie, guys, on my nose, one of the best ones that I found is the 17 bronzer in 010, because it's like not super warm toned and it's more of like a contour kind of shade. I'm going to emphasize the contour. Oh shit, that was a bit much. Whoa! Nose is nosing. Let me just blend that out a bit. Although I do definitely want it to be more dramatic than normal, because I want it to like look like I actually have a little skinny nose. Makeup is so fun. Oh, because it's my wedding day, do I also do a little bit of like, wait, no, hang on, I do this. Or will I just end up with an orange line? Do a little bit of jawline because my HIFU didn't work. I'm honestly kind of devastated by that. I expected to come out of that appointment being like a whole new woman with a snatched jawline, but I guess it's just not in my destiny. I didn't speak about it at the time because they said it would take a few months to like fully notice the final results, but some people get immediate results, and I don't know, it's been a few months now. Unless anything drastic happens in the next month, which it could. But I don't think it will. Again, I have options. I have that Pixie blushy highlighter, which I love. I've got the Rare Beauty blushes. I've got the shade Happy, which that looks so bridal and beautiful. The iconic London Silk Glow Duo in Rose, I think this is. This is also a perfect bridal thing. I remember in that Makeup by Ariel video, I used this one and was like, wow, that may be a bit much. You know what? Let's go for Happy Rare Beauty today. And I want to be like extra. I definitely want to be blushy and like visibly blushy, so that picks up in pictures and I just look like, I don't know, going for the Sabrina Carpenter kind of blush look. A little bit on the nose, some on the cheeks, and then, I'm so excited for this step. I have known since the second I put this on my face that this would be my wedding day highlighter, and it is the Rare Beauty Mesmerize highlighter. Honestly, these highlighters, even this one, hang on, they are so fragile, so be careful with them. But this one as well, wait, do I use that one? Let me use that one down my nose, but this like pinky toned one, you need the tiniest amount. Okay, why does that make me want to cry? Like, that feels like a bridal cheek to me. By the way, I know that for a lot of people this is probably too much makeup, but I love makeup, and I've not necessarily dreamed about what my wedding day would look like, but I've always been so excited at the idea of doing my bridal makeup. So I knew that I wanted to do something, you know, like a bit glam. Let's take the Exhilarate colour, which is the gold. I remembered now, this is a really nice eyeshadow as well. Let's put some of that over the top. This would be a gorgeous bridal eyeshadow in itself. Let's put that on my inner corners. And let's put a little bit down my nose. Oh my god, it's so intense. Look at that cute little button nose. You can't cry, Soph, you can't cry, you can't cry, you've just done your makeup. We are nearly there. I'm gonna finish off my eyes with the same sort of like smoky shades. I don't want too much on my lower lash line, so I'm gonna take the medium brown. And I'm just gently smoking that along my lower lash line. I'm going to use, do I use black? Yeah, I'm gonna use black mascara, so I'm gonna use the black Sephora pencil in my tight line. Ow! And then I can't decide for the life of me if I want nothing in my waterline, if I want a beige cream colour in my waterline, if I want a light brown in my waterline, or the Colourpop Sunny Veil, which is like that gorgeous brown. I'm actually thinking this one might be a bit too much. So again, let's do one of each. This is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Waterproof in Nude. Is that a bit much? Oh, don't know how I feel about that. It's like anime eyes. Oh, that's a Casey Musgrave song. And then this side, You know what? I feel like the cream makes my eyes look a bit bigger. This one's more sultry. That's like more sultry Bride, but this one's more like Bambi doe-eyed Bride. Oh my god, which one do you prefer? Can you let me know? Because how am I going to decide? This one I think feels more elegant. This one's maybe a bit much. Maybe I should mix the two of them. It's almost like I need an in-between, an even lighter brown. Okay, wait. No, I've just gone over with the Rimmel one. I really don't know. I really don't know if that's too much. Please let me know. By the way, this is the Colourpop Overboard shade. I don't think these Colourpop ones are waterproof actually, so maybe that's not the best shout. Does anybody know of like a light brown eye pencil that's waterproof? Like really light brown. Just take some of that shade. At this stage, I'm gonna set my face. I think I'm gonna go for the Old Faithful Urban Decay All Nighter. No, that's too strong. Like, I know that this is a trusted one. I kind of want to do some faux freckles. I know that faux freckles are not a traditional thing, but I always feel my best when I've done some little faux freckles. So on the day, maybe I won't do this, but for now, just a couple. So for mascara, I 100% will be wearing a waterproof one on the day. However, I am not going to put waterproof on today just because it's a little bit more tricky to remove and I don't need it to be waterproof right now. But I would definitely be using a waterproof mascara. I'll probably use the waterproof Sky High, although I think it was the waterproof Lash Sensational. Like the original Lash Sensational does not smudge on me. For some reason, the waterproof Lash Sensational, I find smudges on me. I wore it to a wedding last summer and I got like little transfer bits and I was like, what the hell? It's waterproof. It's not supposed to do that. So if anybody knows of like a oily skin proof, long lash transfer proof, waterproof mascara that will not let me down, let me know. Oh, actually I've got a really, really good one from Etude House, which is like a Korean mascara. Let me do my lower lashes. Okay, I think I quite like the cream in my waterline actually. For my lashes, I've not 100% decided yet because I was looking through all the lashes that I have because I was initially going to do like little individual outer corner clusters. I might do that, and if I do that it will probably be the Kiss Falscara ones. Oh, I'm debating. This is why I need to do trials. I mean, I guess I can do a different method in my drugstore version of the video, but I'm gonna try these, which are the Eyelure 008 Light and Wispy. I think they do a 006 which are more fluffy than this. Honestly, I think Eyelure and Kiss lashes, you don't need to spend more money than those because they now do some absolutely brilliant ones. And where is the lash glue? Okay, I definitely don't want a full lash because they always peel up at the inner corners and I don't want that stress of me like crying because I know that I will be crying on the day. I'm probably gonna be a mess. So I want outer corner ones and I'm using this Unicorn Cosmetics lash glue, which is called the best glue in the world. Oh wow, they look really nice. The reason I love these is because they're so lightweight and they've got such a thin band. Oh, those look really nice. I thought maybe these ones might be a little bit too like plasticky looking, but they look really nice. Hang on. Okay, maybe now I'm not feeling like the waterline. I think it makes my eyes look a bit too like surprise! But these lashes actually look really nice. And you know what? Now I've got my lashes on, I don't think the wing looks too heavy. I have got so many lip options that I think I might have to do a whole series of this on TikTok between now and then, or like just on, even I can post them on YouTube Shorts if anybody's interested. But so many options. I was gonna go for like a regular lipstick, and that regular lipstick was probably going to be Charlotte Tilbury Nude Romance because this is one of my favorite colors. Like, it's not too pink, it's not too brown, it's like a really nice in between. It lasts really well. I find Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks last really well, and it's such a gorgeous packaging as well, like with the little rhinestones. It's one of my favorite lipsticks ever. However, I was just watching Law DIY's Q&A about her wedding, and okay, first of all, it was so crazy. I grew up watching Law DIY, and the fact that she's just got married, I'm about to get married. Like, she said that she ended up going for like a NYX, one of those like super long lasting ones that you put the gloss on top of so they are transfer proof, and I was like, you know what, that's really smart. And I don't have any NYX ones in the nude shades because I ended up giving them away, which is so annoying because I did have some, but I gave them away. I have some of the Kiko transfer proof ones though, where they've got the colour on one end and then a gloss on the other end, and they last like so well. But then also as well, I've got like the MAC Powder Kiss ones, I've got the Kiko long lasting transfer proof ones, which maybe I use one of those and put a gloss over. L'Oreal and NYX ones that are like super long lasting too. So what the bloody hell do I go for? I know that this MAC one was really nice. Okay, I kind of want to do that. The liners that I'm debating are Charlotte Tilbury Nude Oh my god, what is it called? But I also love Huda Beauty Pinky Beige, and that one is retractable, so that might be really good to like take with me on the day. This one is Colourpop BFF. But when I first tried this, I was like, oh wow, that is such a perfect nude. My nose contour looks a bit crazy, doesn't it? Like, I don't even look like myself right now. Let's try this MAC one, which is the Locked Kiss in 61 Mischief, which is one of their 24-hour lipsticks. Oh my god, that matches the lip liner perfectly. Sorry, I just found a dupe for this shade. Okay, nice, but I think I need a bit of shine. I guess at least if I put this on, I know that that's gonna last, and then I can put on, should I dab on a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury? Oh my god, they're literally all the same colour. Okay, wait. I think I need a bit of light, something lighter in the centre. Do I then go for one of these Kikos? This Kiko. Oh my god, is that Kiko one a dupe for the MAC? Wait a second, this is the Kiko Unlimited Stylo in 03. Oh, the MAC one's a bit more brown. You know what, the Kiko one is maybe more bridal because it's a little bit more pink. I'm gonna have to try these all in a series, but I might not necessarily do this on the day, but I think over the top I'm gonna go with one of these Kiko ones. Maybe this one because it's a bit more like pink. And in my inspo pictures, I hope it's a bit more pink. This is the Kiko Unlimited Double Touch in 102. Oh my god, it's also like the same shade. Also, the problem is, brides, answer me this. When you have your like first kiss at the altar, are people just getting lipstick all over their partner, or do I have to wear like a matte lipstick? But I guess with this option, I can then go with a clear gloss, and then it should just be the clear gloss that will transfer. I kind of want like a pinky gloss. Maybe I need to go for a more pinky lip then. Let's just try this for now. Oh god, I don't think I let it dry long enough. The thing is, I might have to sacrifice a glossy lip until after we've said I do, because James hates lip gloss. And if I ever kiss him with lip gloss, he literally does like the wipe. And I don't want him to have to do that on our wedding day. I don't know, let me know. What have other brides done? But oh, there was a tiny bit of transfer actually. Yeah, I don't think I let it dry long enough. I think I want to go for something a tiny bit more pink on the day, or do I? Okay, instead of doing a flash photo test, I thought I'd give you a flash video. This is the Givenchy powder side, and this is the Laura Mercier powder side. I hope neither of them have flashback, but this is my makeup in the flash. Don't get me wrong, I feel super bridal, but there's something about it that's throwing me off. I think it's the beige in my waterline, and maybe it's my nose contour actually as well. Okay, wait, I just went over it with the Colourpop liner and I immediately feel better. I think on the day I might just go for nothing in my waterline because, I don't know, both of them aren't sitting right with me. Maybe it's the blush. Maybe it's the bloody headband. I'm not going to be wearing this headband on the day. I think it's maybe too much blush and like blush too far down. Or maybe it's like the shape of the eyes. I think it's the blush that's throwing me off. I think I put too much on too low down that's making my face look like bigger. And I think it's this craziness as well, like it's just a bit too much. So this is how everything is looking with it being done. Here is a close-up of the eyes. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with my hair on the day, but I think it will mostly be down. I'm definitely not going to be doing an updo. Also, I am going to be getting my hair bleached just before the wedding. But in the meantime, if you couldn't tell, I'm trying to grow it out as much as possible. Oh. I think on the day, I'm going to get some kind of like glowy bronzer to put on my chest, collarbones and shoulders. So if anybody has any recommendations of one, please let me know. That's like, I don't know, a specific body bronzery type thing that's shimmery and is good for brides. Let's do a bit of Rare Beauty. You find someone. Okay, so this is my finished first bridal makeup trial. Please let me know down below what you think and if you've got any hints or tips or constructive criticism. But either way, like, I guess wedding makeup is so personal. I know that not everyone is gonna like what I've done. I need to fill in my bald patches. I can't do hair. Also, my hair looks crazy how much it's grown out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was helpful or if you just enjoyed watching it, please give this a thumbs up. I can't believe I'm getting married. Like, oh, I started getting a bit emotional when I was like finishing off my makeup because I don't know, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this on my actual wedding day. I'm gonna be a wife. I'm gonna be a wife. James is going to be my husband. Who'd have thought, eh? I hope you guys are good. If you're getting married, congratulations. I will try and link everything down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.